social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. You know what we're about to do. Today has finally come. It is Inauguration Day, swearing in day. I don't know, Clean House 2025 day. I guess that's what we'll just call it. Shout out to you all. Thank you so much for dropping in. Tonight, we are going to watch the swearing in sermon service for Clean House 2025. We'll chat with a couple of other content creators, see what kind of good stuff is popping off, and of course, get your thoughts on it. Now, I was doing my little research and I realized I downloaded a video a long time ago that I really think would be appropriate to watch tonight before we watch this. So I'm going to just go ahead and drop this in as well. Shout out to everybody who's jumped already into the best live chat on the internet. Thank you so much for doing that. So what I want to do is this. I'm going to throw this in real quick. I thought it was interesting because I had seen this video before, and I just think it's appropriate for tonight. So let's bring this back in. And I got the wrong place. All right, what we got here? All right, and it's actually from WGN of all places, or NBC. Please forgive me, it's from NBC. I just thought this was really interesting what they thought about Dolton a year ago. So let me just pull it in. Let's just check it out, hear what y'all think about it. So let's do that. And grace and peace to everybody who's already hopped into the best live channel on the internet. Let's go.
It's just a discussion and an ask that from the board that we direct our legislative attorney, Alderson Sturk, Murphy, Frazier, McGrath, to seek assistance from the Illinois General Attorney under the Financial Distress City Law. The reason for this discussion is that at this time, of course, we are still not receiving financials. We have the court ruling that it's still going to take us a little bit of time. But overall, we are still getting a lot of past due notifications sent to us on bills with no communication and no response from the administration on what's happening. We feel that if this has been passed before one time that I'm aware of in East St. Louis, and really it would call for the state to set up. Let me make sure I'm getting the proper term here. They will be setting up a Dolton Financial Advisory Authority, which will be overseen at the state level to monitor and make sure that the proper bills that are coming in are received, are voted on, and get paid. And I'm talking about bills that we feel are critical: our workers' compensation insurance bill, our police vehicle bills. We want to make sure all the bills that should be getting paid are being presented to the board and being voted. And at this time, that level of transparency has not been afforded to the board. So we are, the ask would be that we have our attorney inquire from the General Assembly. I'm sorry, our ask would be that we inquire from the General Assembly that we have a distressed community, but that we seek remedy under the Financially Distressed City Law, 65 ILCS 5/8-12, and some attorney language behind it. So I'll yield to see if any board members have any comments or thoughts on this one.
I just want to state that I am in agreement with this because for the last few months, we've been begging for the financials, right? And every meeting we hear the same thing. They have the information, and the information have yet to be put on that Jumbotron. So hopefully with the court's ruling or with this being put in place, they will either put it on a Jumbotron or email it to us and provide it to us so that we can provide it to the residents, because we hear you when you all ask us questions regarding the financials, and we love to provide you with the information. So look for the Jumbotron next meeting. Hopefully they put the information on there for us.
Okay.
Just in reference to the financially distressed city law, it can be, is it based on like a certain time that we can utilize it, or once it's in effect, does it remain in effect?
The request that we assuming board is okay, we'll be asking is that while this mayor is in the is at the helm, that the state assistant overseeing the financials of this community. That is the request. Now, as it gets to the state level, they may dive in deeper and make some different determinations. But our ask would be that during this administration with this mayor, that we continue, and then as if and when there is an administrative change, that it could be reevaluated.
Thank you. I'm definitely in support of it, but I just want to reiterate to everyone, we are in bad shape. And as four of us sit up here to say that we're asking for help from the Illinois General Assembly to come in to make somebody give us documents that we are entitled to make financial decisions of a community is really sad. For us to have to beg to try to see if an audit has been done, which we know that if it has been done, it should have came across the board to see it. We can only say as of September of 2023 where we were. We're in March of 2024. We have no idea how much debt we're really in. But to see every day emails come to us saying you're 7 months past due, you're 5 months past through, you're 6 months past due, makes us realize that no one is sitting here doing what they're supposed to do in reference to maintaining the finances of the village of Dolton. And that is bad. You pay for what you want to pay for, but not things that you've incurred bills for that these people are. And I said this at the last board meeting when one of the department heads said something. We had a lady there asking us for $500 from 5 months ago. $500. That lets you know what type of financial situation we're in. And the person that's overseeing it, that should be giving us, I'm even say the finance committee man, chairperson, Stan Brown. I'm gonna put him on blast right now because it makes no sense that we have to ask an outside entity to come in and try to clean up our house. So I am in total support of this and whatever legal remedy we need to do to move it faster, because y'all, it's always saying we go to the courts, and we shouldn't have to go to the courts. But when you have someone that totally disregards the law, then this is what we're left to do. So I am in total support of anything that can help better the financial stability of the village of Dolton.
Okay.
I too am in agreement. Just listening to a conversation today where a vendor called Trustee Belcher, when they're seeking $14,000, $13,000, $17,000, this is little money. What about the big money that we haven't paid? There's some vendors out there that we owe hundreds of thousands of dollars to. Wow. That we are not paying. We got people calling us for $14,000. We got people calling us for the flashing stop signs. So I guess they'll be taken out of the ground maybe next month if they don't get their $17,000. These are little bitty things that people are calling us with, but they did the work. They need to be compensated. These people provided services to the village and they're not getting paid. When we talk about months, 9 months ago, 7 months ago, 6 months ago, people are not being paid. So if you're not paying the bills, then what are you paying? And these bills were approved by the board months ago. I just look at it as this, and this is me saying this. If you're not paying the bills, then maybe you're making payroll. If you can't make payroll, then you'll pay the bills. So it's something here, the reason why we're not paying bills, because we got to make payroll. Let's come to a point where it says, hey, the bag is empty, guys. The bag is empty. The 6.9 million been coming for 8 months and it still hasn't gotten here yet. The bag is empty. When we can't pay $14,000, the bag is empty, guys. And she said before, and I would say, my granddad used to say, we're in a mighty bad way here. And when a person don't show you the money, it's a problem. It's a problem for all of us when we can't see where our tax dollars, when we can't see them and see how they're being spent. That's a problem. We got a big problem here. And definitely, everybody's on social media, the news. Somebody has to step in. And as Brittany said, who's going to save us? Somebody has to save Dolton.
Mhm.
You see the residents out here monthly. You see the trustees. We're here. We're begging for someone to come out here and save Dolton. Taxes going up. She just had a referendum, what to raise your taxes. Who wants to keep putting money in a bag that you say you got, the bag is full? You're steady asking for our dollars, but you're not spending them the right way that it should be spent on this village. Again, somebody come here and hashtag save Dolton. Save Dolton. We're in a bad way. And it's a shame when you see every week somebody's saying, hey, I didn't get my 14,000. I didn't get my 17,000. I didn't get my 26,000. That's bad. That's bad. And then to go out and people see you everywhere and say, hey, aren't you from Dolton? They laugh at me. I'm like, no, I'm from Posey. It's a joke, but it's a hurting thing. It's a shameful thing to see where this village is today and where it was when I moved here 18 years ago. So again, let's save Dolton. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay. And just one point to add a little bit more clarity on this ask before we go for board consensus. This is about more than getting the financial documentation to the board members. This is because my thought is, of course, put it on the website. I don't need to get it from the administration. The residents in the community deserve that information. But this would also go beyond getting the information and making it public. This would empower the state to actually issue the check. Once it's been voted by the board, issue the check, make sure that check goes out the door. At this time, there are millions of dollars worth of checks that are just sitting on the desk, and that's why these vendors are calling. We have many vendors that have been approved by the board, and those checks, we're told every month, oh, the checks will be cut this week. And then we get a call from a vendor, something else that'll indicate that they're 3 months behind, 4 months behind, and we look up and say, we've already approved that. So this, in addition to getting the information that is needed for the community to the community, it will also enforce that behind the scenes, those kind of games can't be played. So that way there can be confidence that when a bill is voted and approved, that check is going to become, and that will be coming, and it will be a monitoring of the bank account to make sure there's enough money in the bank. So this, we feel, is just a firmer stance to, if we're able to get it accomplished, to make sure that we're doing things financially sound. So having said that, I'm going to ask for a consensus to give that direction to our legislative council, Trustee Norwood, Trustee Brown, and Trustee Belcher.
Yes.
Okay, and yes, I'm in agreement with that as well. Item F on here, and this one is a discussion on the status of the Board of Trustees inquiry to the mayor's office seeking any contract hiring an independent investigator or recent allegations made about an incident that occurred in Las Vegas, any invoices and receipts of payments made to that independent investigator, and any reports, findings generated by this independent investigator, if that is available. The reason that this was put on here is there are terrible allegations that many people are aware of for the village of Dolton. And as a board member, we recognize, oh goodness, I got to get out of that habit. As a board member, we recognize that this also comes with a lot of potential liability or cost to the residents of Dolton. The 4 board members present, I'm saying this just to make sure we have it as a matter of record. The 4 members present were not on the trip in Las Vegas, so No, this is just a matter of record. I mean, I'm serious because I think these are scathing and serious allegations. There are individuals that were on that trip, and we recognize that an investigation should have happened. In fact, it was reported that an investigation did happen. So as a board member, we feel that through transparency, if an investigation happened and the results were as it was stated, the community deserves to know that, and then that puts us in a better position on our liability. If nothing happened, we need to make sure something starts today, immediately. But this information, the board has asked for on 2 occasions and have gotten no response whatsoever. So having said that, I think that we want to just we're bringing it so that way we can give the residents an update at least that we desire and we're demanding. So we're going to be again going through our legislative attorney to seek relief if we can from the county sheriff's office, FBI, or anybody that has subpoena authority to force an investigation. As at this moment, I'm led to believe that no investigation really occurred, which I think is very frightening and dangerous. So that's the reason that we brought this up to put on this agenda. Hopefully, we'll get a response at least, so we know direction. But I think the board has. We've tried to do the best we can to get information so that we can share it. And at this point, having or not having information, we feel compelled that we make sure that we at least share with the status with the community of what we think about it and what directions we're going to try to take to be responsible and make sure that we can limit our exposure as a village to a financial payment on this matter. Is there any comments from any other board members? Okay, hearing no comments, I'm going to ask if we have just for a consensus vote that we ask our attorney for more direction and to seek intervention from any agency that can enforce with subpoena authority. Trustee Norwood, Trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Brown, Trustee Tammy Brown, and Trustee Jason House, yes.
All right. I just wanted to, I thought it would be good to kind of go over that. I did not want to bring that. What is it? 1 second. All right. I thought that would be good to kind of remind us. These are the kind of things that Team House was up against and what they were dealing with. And prayerfully, they're going to be able to be transparent. They're going to be upfront and they're going to deal with these issues, knock them down as quickly and as swiftly and as transparently as possible. But really, truly, I want something for this administration. I want there to be no drama. I want no drama whatsoever. If they don't have to do news reports every week and they don't have news vans outside Village Hall, I think that's a great thing. I think it's a great thing. And these men and women can go ahead and get started getting the work done. I think that'd be a great thing. But let me know what you think. I want to say shout out to the stream sponsor. Gotta give Cull a shout out. I didn't say it earlier. Shout out to Cull. Actually, he's dropped 25s. What does it say here? You've been grinding at this, my guy. Congrats to all of Dolton and the content creators who've put in the work. I agree 100%. Thank you very much. And it also says, now go buy yourself a coffee. Next, the P. Diddy trial. Shout out to that. Today was the first day of trial, and they did start selecting jurors. I got a little bit of snippets about that, so we can talk about that after all this is done for sure. So thank you so very much. I really appreciate you, Cull Obsidian. Is that right? Cull Obsidian. Thank you so much for that. And thank you. You are the stream sponsor. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. What do we got here? Lots of good commentary back here. You know, Tashia, man, this is sad to see that you're one of the people that they owe that money to. Hopefully you're on. What I'm not understanding is if the checks were written and the money's in the bank, can they just go ahead and get those checks out? They already approved the checks. They wrote the checks. The money's in the bank. Can we get them out? And if not, then what happened? I think and it seems like that might be what the problem is. So I'm just wondering, like, is the money out of the bank accounts? Are the bank accounts dry? What happened? So that's my only question I have for what happened in Dolton. But yeah, I'm with you right there, Infinity Doctor. I think that's what most people want. because it does seem like that's probably the right thing to do. Shout out for sure. Thank you so much for everybody who's already jumped into the best live chat on the internet. All right, so I'm looking over here on the Village of Dolton page. They are not up. I see that No Apologies, Just Me is in the studio. In the studio, she is in the building. Let me bring her stream in real quick. Shout out to No Apologies for sure. All right, so she's there. People starting to file in. They're playing
Oh,
some.
they're gonna be coming out this room right here.
Oh wow, they look like Raphael Warnock. All right, so No Apologies, Just Me is here. I'm waiting for the Village of Dolton. I want to support their channel, the Village of Dolton page. I don't know what happened. Somehow or another, they got closed down under Tiffany's leadership, but they got it back. So it's up, but it's not. They're not streaming yet. And let me see if there's another. I think that is all we have at the moment that's in the building. Let me see if Alicia or anybody else like that or any other good content creators are in the building. Alicia said she's gonna be on there a little bit later. Oh no, she's there. All right. So Alicia, shout out to Alicia. All right. So she's in the house. She's up closer. She's up in front of. I'm trying to mute it. All right. So she's up in. She's there. Shout out to Alicia. We'll be jumping around. We'll be jumping around. Hmm. All right. So I'm just looking to see, and I'm cutting it off because it's just a lot of music and echoey sound. So we just jump between the two of those for the time being until the people of Dolton page, the Village of Dolton, please forgive me, get started so we can go. So they're going to start in about 23 minutes, give or take, and they are definitely filing in. Alicia just got off. She's not. Oh, am I delayed? What happened with Felicia? Alicia. Oh, this is. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was behind. Sorry about that. Okay.
I just don't want to be out here recording like this. And Village of Dalton is going live. They should be live, and they have a good stream. They should be on YouTube. But I'm just gonna let this be what it is, and
Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy it. But again, I just wanted, to come on since I said I was going to. But I'm gonna let this just be classy, okay? So you guys, thank you, and catch it on Village of Dalton. They should have a good stream. I'm not sure who else. Maybe the news. They may be streaming live, but I'm going to go off, okay? Y'all have a good evening, and please still watch it. And then I'll probably go live like afterwards during the meeting or something when it's a little bit more appropriate, okay? Thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Shout out to Alicia. Okay, so Alicia, she's just gonna just enjoy it, which is perfectly fine. The Village of Dalton YouTube channel, by the way, is right here. They have not updated it because apparently they said they were going live at 2:37 p.m., which that might be a little late. So we're gonna jump back over here to No Apologies for the time being. All right, and let's see what she's saying.
I'm looking at them, and they got their. So I suggest.
Okay, so I'm just looking to see if anybody else is.
Oh, I teach them. Thank you. I was like trying to read that, and I was like, I can't break your name down. I'm trying to be inquisitive and read names. Oh, she look nice. Look at her. She wore a different color blue.
And we also
I
have
like her from here.
Vivian is right up front. Shout out to Vivian. Uh, all right. So they are playing copywritten music. So I am going to go ahead and mute that. And this is a Vivian stream. Shout out to Vivian, your favorite survivor. Let me go ahead and drop her link in the chat. If y'all could, please make sure you support good content creators. After this, we want to make sure that we give them a lot of good support and let them know that we appreciate all that they've been doing as it relates to keeping us in the know. Like, I mean, we know about this because of them. Let me also drop No Apologies YouTube channel also. If you could, please make sure y'all jump over there and give her if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the excellent content creators that have been keeping us in the loop, keeping us in the know. All right, so shout out. And then, of course, Alicia, let me get Alicia's as well. Now, she's not streaming right now, but she has been a godsend. So shout out if the moderators can just make sure that those links, this is Vivian's link. This is No Apologies, Just Me. And here's Alicia's right there. They've been doing a yeoman's job of keeping us informed on what's going on. So we want to make sure we support them and give them that love. Even if nothing else, just hitting that like button. You know what I'm saying? Just hitting that like button. Hitting that subscribe if you haven't already done it. All right, let me see. Checking over here. I don't know why the Village of Dolton page has not updated. I don't know what happened there. So hopefully they'll do that because I know they're going to have a good stream as well. So shout out to everybody who's jumped in here. 342 are in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. When we get done after the board meeting, if we have time, we'll go over a little bit of what happened in the Diddy trial today. They're polling jurors, and such like that. That's going to be what they do for the rest of the week. But there were some things, just some insights I found about what kind of jurors the prosecution might want, what kind of jurors the defense might want. So we might go over that when this is over with. So if y'all want to hang out with me tonight, we will definitely take care of that. That would be too much like Right, the Infinity Doctor. That would just be entirely too much like Right. That would just be too easy. It would just be too easy, especially when it's clear that it's not being played. Like, I'm not playing it to set the vibe for my channel or whatever. That would just make so much sense. YouTube would have to stop being YouTube. I'm just saying. They'd have to stop being YouTube because that would make entirely too much sense. But shout out to, I like that idea though. And happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. It's your papa's birthday. Happy birthday to your pops. He's in heaven. It's 2 National Firefighters Day on yesterday. My papa was the fire chief in Fort Benning, Georgia. Shout out Blankenship. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for keeping us up to date and in the know. I appreciate it. What does it say here? Good afternoon, everybody. Lucifer's daughter has fallen. Rejoice. Rejoice. Let us rejoice indeed. All right, let me see real quick. The audio. Yeah, I mean, I really wish they would just like, if we're doing something like this where music is literally playing in the background, it is not clearly not being played with intentionality. It's just a part of what's going on. It's just noise. Like, you should let that slide, YouTube. But YouTube is always going to be YouTube, I tell you. So, I mean, I could play music on mine because I have some copyright-free music. I could play that, but it will clash with this, and it'll just cause like nonsense. Well, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday to you. Prayerfully, you get a gift from the administration with your monies that they owe you. Shout out for real. Let's see what we got. Just jumping around looking to see. I do want to hang out with No Apologies, because where she's located is going to be perfect, because that's where Team Clean House is going to come out that door right there, where that gentleman is standing with his back against. So they're going to come. So we'll have some really premium seating right there. That would be cool. What'd she say right here? Shout out. Good evening, DWC. Glad to be here on this momentous occasion. Shout out. It's been a long time. Shout out to the Dolton residents. And again, praying that Team House does exactly what they said they're going to do and really give these people transparency and start being some adults in the room. Man, that'd be great. There's Dan Lee right there. Can you imagine if she rolled up in there for this? That would be so low. That'd be so low budget. It's not like they're trying to claim ownership of the music. It's playing in the background and not the focus of the content. Am I right? That you are correct. Like right now, there's some music playing on this channel. Like right here, let me pull up.
Here comes Adam. The firefighters are here.
All right, so there's some music playing. You heard that. YouTube could go ahead and say give you a copyright ding for that, and take. I mean, depends on who it is. I mean, there's some popular artists that will. I mean, they will take it down in a heartbeat. Take your whole channel down. I mean, your whole stream down. So it's very interesting. So I'm just gonna wait till prayerfully they'll stop playing music, and then we can go from there. I wonder what she's doing today. I've been wondering what she's been doing for the last month and a half, 2 months. Truly. I don't think she'll stop by, but you know she's watching. She might be in the best live chat right now. Y'all go ahead, put Tiff in the chat and just let her know. And if you're a member of the channel, you have that Tiffany emoji. Drop that Tiffany emoji in there and let her know we appreciate her not going to the inauguration. Here, let me drop that Tiffany emoji up in there. Bang. There you go. Just go ahead and flood it with some Tiff in the chat. That's for the last time. How about that? For the last time. Shout out. All right, just looking to see anybody we recognize. I have to say, okay. There's a lot of news people here. That's one of the things I'm noticing. There's a lot of news people here. Shout out to the newscasters and the such like that. What's a good idea? I had a good idea. What'd I do? What was a good idea? Oh, even more. There we go. Yeah, but I really do appreciate, and I know for a fact that you all, the almost 400 people that have been in this live chat, engaging with the content, supporting Dalton, whether it be watching videos and commenting, super chats, super stickers, PayPal's, Cash Apps, all that kind of stuff, praying for them. I can tell you emphatically a lot. This stuff means a lot to these people to know that people care this much about their little village, their little fiefdom that they didn't think anybody cared about before. So shout out to all of you all. I know I've talked to content creators there and people that live, oh, there's Beth, that live there in Dalton, and they really appreciate y'all. They appreciate us for filming it and recording it and talking about it, comment on it, sure. But they really appreciate that there's so many other people, that faceless people, just names on the screen, that are concerned about this. So yes. Proud Marine mom, please leave your DNA on that like button. Go ahead, do that. Go on, touch it. Just go ahead and touch that like button. Y'all, okay, I don't think that Tiffany really um burned down that man's business. Now, I do believe that she knows a little bit more than what everybody else knows about it, though, but I don't think she did that. But I am not committed to it by any means or measure. All I'm saying is, I don't think she did it like personally, poured the gasoline or whatever. But I think she knows a little bit. She might know who did it. Let's say it like that. She might know who did it. Let's see what they talk
Oh,
about.
that must be what's name was.
Shout out, shout out. So I just don't, and the reason I'm muting is because I just don't want that music to get me a copyright ding. You hate working this hard and then you get a copyright ding. It's miserable. Miserable. Yeah, I'm praying that they get in there, and they've been in there. They've been working since. So I'm hoping that they're starting to see some progress and make some headway in understanding like what is the state of the village. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that coming in? Is that all right? I see you, Brittany. I see you. I'm a moderate fan of that royal blue. I am a moderate fan of it. I'm fanning it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I don't think she did. I don't think she did. I don't think she did. But I do believe she probably knows. But to me, given the fact that if you know that the FBI has been to Dalton, doing something like that would be super reckless. That's the thing. That's the only reason I'm like, I don't know what her role is in it, because everybody immediately said the same thing the news said. He was was it Mr. Larry? He was one of her ops. His business goes up in flames. Who would it be? Tiffany. I mean, it's almost seemed too easy to do. Yeah, I would have lost money with you, Apex. I'm right there with you. I like this captain. Captain Pawpaw says this: Dalton can now go back to being normal. They need to replace all the officers that were TIF security. Okay, I see that. As we know, they lied about all that overtime. Clean house and start fresh or start anew. I can dig that. I can dig it. No, I think you own the money there. Oh, she knows something now. That's without question, Gil. That's without question. All right, so let's see what they talk about. Let's see. Hopefully, the music. Okay, so clearly, everybody got the blue memo.
Andrew Holm is here.
Where?
Oh, and what's his name? Oh God.
Wait.
All the men of Harvey's here also. Okay, let me show you. Hold on, why you stand up?
There is Andrew Holmes right there. That's a shame. That is a whole shame. That is a shame.
So anything is possible today. Anything is possible.
Wow, let me give you a big screen of that. What is Andrew Holmes doing? I don't know about that Andrew Holmes. I mean, I know he's a trustee, just like Stanton Brown is a trustee, but I don't know about that one. Why he there? He ain't been there. Right. I'm with you. I agree. He's still on the board as far as I know, I thought. But somebody's gonna correct me if we're wrong. Trust me, Infinity Doc. They're gonna set us straight if we're wrong. All right. So who's that, brother? Who's that?
I got your spot.
I'm just looking to see if anybody else and the village page come up. Okay. Dr. Cloud. All right, so Dr. Cloud looks like she's about to say something right there. What's going on, brother? What's happening? All right, that music was too loud, and I don't. Oh wait, Dr. Cloud. All right. Okay, so Vivian, shout out to Vivian. She's Vivian, your favorite survivor. If the mods can please make sure that Vivian, Alicia's, and No Apologies, Just Me's links are in the chat there. I definitely posted them earlier. I can just save them. There we go. And there we go. So please make sure you go by and support other content creators and let them know that we appreciate them for going to these meetings, keeping us in the loop, letting us know what's happening. Man, there's Keith Freeman is in the building. Yeah, there's Keith Freeman right over here. Look at this. Keith has shown up. Y'all, you got to hopefully, please get these people out of here, Jason. I don't know about these people. I don't know about them. I don't feel good about them. I don't think they can do that, but I agree with you though. Oh my gosh, what happened? Is it showtime? Is it go time? Okay, no. We are currently watching No Apologies feed right now, road tripping. We're watching No Apologies. We got Vivian's is dialed up, ready to go as well as waiting for the Village of Dolton's page to go live because I want to support them as well. And it was not available yet. And maybe they've updated. Let's see. They've changed the thumbnail though. They said they're going live in 2 minutes. So we'll probably use their stream and give a shot. And also please make sure you go to the Village of Dolton and support them. That page, I guess, was abandoned while Tiffany was mayor. I really wasn't certain exactly what happened. However, now it's back up. So let's go and support them as well. Shout out, who's Minnie DWC? Who is that? Did y'all see my kid? My kid walked in just a second ago. Yeah, there's some people, Infinity Doc. I don't know. They might need to go. All right. So, all right, we're going to jump over to, that one looks pretty good. Okay, I ain't mad at y'all. Let's see how it sounds. Michael Jackson music will ruin your whole day. I know y'all like to, Michael, but boy, that copyright strike comes fast and furious. It'll be at your door. Oh, let me see, put myself back out there in punishment. That's timeout. That's 0-second timeout spot right there. Okay, I see y'all. Oh, sorry. She's not doing a royal blue. She said, I'm doing a navy blue today. Okay. She said she's going to do the navy blue. All right. I ain't mad at you.
Good afternoon, Dolton!
Big screen.
Okay. So you guys came outside. We brought it earlier, thinking that you guys weren't going to make it on time, but I mean, yeah. So this is what we're going to do.
Let's go.
Okay? We have officials, we have family of the candidates, and we have our amazing Justice Cynthia Cobbs that's going to be sworn this afternoon.
He swore Tiffany in though.
That being said,
Oh, God.
we're going to get friendly and we are going to get close. So you're going to make a friend. All right? All right.
My friend.
Hey, Madam Mayor.
I got enough friends.
You can be my friend.
All right. Today is a new day in Dolton. A day of renewal, a day of redirection, a day we boldly declare we are moving forward. Today we stand on the steps of history as we watch our new administration take the oath of office. And let me point out, this oath not only holds a brand new meaning, it's not just ceremonial, it's not just symbolic, it's sacred. Because over the past 4 years, we didn't just go through the motions, we went through the fire. And in the process, something incredible happen. We watched our tiny little village become a world movement. It's Dolton, baby. A name whispered through the halls. A name whispered through the halls of power and shouted across media headlines. We sparked the national conversation on mental health, unity, and how to take our government back. And despite the pain, the pressure, and yes, even the pettiness, I still believe in growth. I still believe in forgiveness. And I believe in redemption, whatever that may look like for each of us. And I believe in people, starting with the credible individuals that helped shape this movement. Let's start up by uplifting the amazing Sherry Britton.
Let's go, Sherry.
Whose determination and late night strategy sessions built the backbone of this movement. She assembled the Avengers of Dolton behind the scenes, and she didn't ask for credit. She just wanted results. To trustee-elect Valeria Stubbs. Thank you for being a visionary force. Because of you, my daughter even walked proudly as a 2025 debutante. What you went through and the leadership that you do, it's an impact on young women and women throughout the entire Thornton Township. And guess what? She's just getting started.
Yes.
Thelma Price. Miss, y'all going to jail. For her diligence. To Minister White, for her many prayers and graciousness. As she was dealing with her own tragedy of losing her daughter, she still showed up for us. To Mama Beth, thank you for your positive and amazing energy and your attitude. To our survivor, Vivian, for your unwavering fight. To Dan Lee.
Dan Lee.
Dan Lee.
All right now.
The man who stood up when standing alone was the hardest to do. To John Crabb, Edgar County Watchdogs, for bringing perspective and often the voice of reason. To Makai San, who continues to do what he do best, bring truth to power. To my good partner in trouble, Thornton Township trustee Stephanie Wiedemann.
Let's go now.
Oh man, she stayed the fight and she rolled out and she rode the wave with many bell ships. She's a real one. To Thornton Township elect Mama Mary Avant.
Yay!
For her tough questions and holding feet to the fire. And I'm not gonna say what she's known for, but you reminded us that accountability is really just love in action.
There we go.
This story became world news. I mean, we did end up on Inside Edition. We end up in the New York Post. We even caught the attention of a world-renowned activist, Jedediah Brown. The convergence of passion and truth with a little bit of chaos. Now, speaking of chaos, chaos isn't the enemy. It's the remix. It's the shift. It's a soft warning that greatness doesn't grow in comfort zones. Also, a heartfelt thank you to Howard Smith and his incredible team for the powerful call to action letters. To Marcus Covington, our rock. And to Mary Jackson, a woman who built the original safe place for the people of Dolton to speak safely and freely. And to all of our distant cousins from all over the world, media professionals, mainly Dane Placco from Fox News, Ben Bradley from WGN, and Regina Waldrop from NBC.
Let's go.
Bloggers such as Tommy G, Alicia, Pink Book Lessons, Hannibal, Reality TV Check, even Conscious, and then and anyone else I forgot to mention. If I forgot to mention, you charge it to my head and not my heart. We thank you. Jerome, our DJ, and his beautiful wife. He's a DJ with a servant's heart. Thank you for always pulling up with the sounds, vibes, and soul. To Madam Mayor, Lori Lightfoot. Madam Mayor, your grace, professionalism, your diligence, your thoroughness, your toughness simply has been unmatched. And on the behalf of the people of Dolton, we thank you for shining a light when the future seems dim, and you appreciate it more than you realize. To State Rep and Mayor of Calumet City, Thaddeus Jones, for being one of the only state level officials willing to speak up. And last but certainly not least, to our former mayor of Dolton, Riley Rogers, the OG.
I thought you were going to say somebody else.
I mean, he stayed fussing at us like we were his own kids,
Wow.
but guess what?
Wow.
I love that, and we love him for it, because guess what? It takes a real leader to step their pride aside and mentor us instead of competing with us. And for that right there speaks volumes on your character. And Mayor, we love you. We appreciate you. You're the man. You're forever the OG. You that dude. Let's give it up for him one more time.
You that dude.
And now we turn the page. Today is about celebrations, congratulations, and inaugurations for 5 incredible leaders who fought hard and never let go of their love for Dolton. So we can give some love to Madam Allison Kirk-Key, the walking definition of grace, beauty, style. Every single day she came to work with professionalism and poise, alongside her amazing deputy clerk as she's walking away, Eris Montgomery. Tonight, we'll also welcome back Trustee Edward Steen. And to be honest, he's a man who never should have lost his seat in the first place. It is Dolton. He did the work. He loved the people. He kept going. He battles MS. And guess what? As someone who knows the toll of a chronic illness, I salute Ed, because he is a warrior and he never gave up on us. And then we'll say, Happy Monday. Brittany, Trustee Brittany Norwood. A burst of light and positivity. When she walks in a room, it brings our heart joy. And I cannot wait to see what she continue to do for our youth. And of course, Trustee Kiana Belcher. She's a trifecta of diligence, professionalism, and heart. Kiana is one of one. Her dedication, her boldness, and her resourcefulness is unmatched. And she will research you, Lord have mercy. But her future is blindly bright. And last but certainly not least, our mayor, Jason House.
All right, let's see.
In his house.
Smash that like button.
The house call. And honey, he cleaned house, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Their house, your courage, your clarity, and calm leadership. And you heard me, heavy on the calm leadership is exactly what this village needs. So now we are Dolton United. We are no longer just a campaign. We are no longer just a movement. We are Dolton United. And before we begin the ceremony we all came to see, we must give a huge thank you to all of our generous community partners who donated and made sure, guess what? We didn't use no taxpayer dollars for tonight. First and foremost, Dolton Park District President Cleo Jones and his amazing Board of Commissioners. Thank you for your continued leadership and collaboration. Dolton Police Department and Dolton Fire Department for keeping us safe always.
Absolutely.
Buzz Ambulance for being forever ready and dependable. Dr. Nicole Scott of Friendly.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart, for your service, your spirit, and always your support. Pharrell, the horror, and his amazing children, Sweets by Homer. They got these amazing cupcakes. They did the decor. Let's give them a round of applause.
I want one.
And you'll learn a little bit about this person a little later, Mr. Eugene Parker of 5120 Entertainment. But listen, we're going to go and give him a round of applause now because the stuff this man has done for your kids. And we're not going to let y'all stalk him because he's our sponsor. I'm just playing. All right, vehicle management services, La Bonita Restaurant, and last but definitely not least, Royal Estates Assisted Living for standing with the village and caring for our seniors with grace and dignity. And to each and every one of you, this day wouldn't be what it is without you. The road to Dolton wasn't easy. But look at us now.
Yeah.
We united and stuff. Oh my goodness. But listen, before we get started, I also want to pay homage to 3 people who are no longer with us, but they are with us in the physical. And that is Denise Fields, Frank Zuccarelli, and former Thornton Township trustee Jim Giglio. They are here with us in the physical, but they're not here in the physical, but they're here with us in spirit, and we feel you smiling down on us today. Now, we got some rules. We are a united front. But before we go back to our little bubble, less public, get you guys out our business, we're getting back to work. So we're Dolton United. So when I say DU, moving forward, you guys need to say, you know. So we're going to try it, okay? DU! DU!
You know.
All right. Well, everyone, please, let's rise to our feet and welcome the next era of leadership in Dolton as they are one. Listen, DU!
You know.
Come on, guys, let's welcome them, the new Playhouse 2025!
That mic is screaming.
I know, right? Good Lord.
I kind of want to jump over it.
I had to turn on my headphones a little bit.
That's all right.
Oh, God, stand bro. Is that the judge?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
the judge in the black robe. Yep.
Okay.
Our judges wear pearl necklaces. They were pearl necklaces for judges. God, the judge is short. Shout out to my mods.
We're gonna go ahead and mute that music. I don't need the Isley, bro. I mean, I don't need a
YouTube
copyright.
coming for us, yeah, the copyright.
I don't need
They
that tonight.
killing
I
us
don't need
with the
that tonight.
copyright, man.
All right, let's
Good
see.
evening, everyone. Thank you, DWC, for letting
thank you.
LLC come in and combine it together.
No, thank you so much for coming through.
No problem.
All right.
Let Ed sit up there now. Let's give him our first trustee,
Oh, that's right, because he had to sit. He wasn't with them initially. I'm not initially, but okay, there we go.
All right.
Oh, I can't believe Andrew Holmes.
Oh
up
my
there.
God, I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I couldn't come up with Frank.
He who will not be named in the Lady Luck Club. I won't say his name in the LLC. I won't.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I mean, shout out to him, but nah, I can't.
Wow. Nah, you better than me,
I'm not
brother.
feeling it.
You better than me, brother. I'm not giving
I'm
a
not
shot.
feeling it. I'm not feeling it. At all.
Yeah, they killing us with the copyrighted Isley Brothers.
Okay, yeah. That's Frankie Beverly and Mays.
May,
That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Frankie
Ooh. Yeah.
There we go.
Give me a
I didn't mean to interrupt that great song. I like it too.
We interrupted it.
But I'll ask if we can just get right into our agenda. So I'm going to ask Clerk Keita if she can give us a roll call, please. Oh, yeah, I'll be pleased.
Yes, please see.
Please be
Please
seated. I'm
seated.
sorry.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. Amen.
Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? You can hear me? How about this? Yes. Can you hear me now? Okay, great. We'll now call the order of the Special Board of Trustees meeting at the Royal Estates. Today is Monday, May 5th. The time is 5:46 p.m. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Present.
Trustee Brittany Norwood.
Present.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Present.
Trustee Kiana Belcher. Here. Trustee Andrew Holmes.
Present.
And Mayor Pro Tem Jason House.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Flag. Okay, I thought we had flags over here.
No flags.
Bear with me one moment. Okay, so I'm gonna ask everybody to stand, face towards the closest flag, which is on the eastern corner. So forgive us that we did not have flags in here. But we're gonna do our Pledge of Allegiance. All right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll ask if we remain standing. I'm going to ask Pastor William Fleshman to lead us in prayer.
Let us, check 1, 2. Amen. Let us pray. Gracious and eternal Father, first of all, we want to say thank you. God, thank you for a new era. Thank you for a new day. Thank you for a new opportunity in the village of Dolton. Now, God, we're praying that you send your spirit into this place. God, we pray for a fresh anointing on each and every elected official. God, we pray that you will lead them, guide them, and direct them in the way that they shall lead this community. God, we pray now for healing in this community. God, those relationships that have been strained, those relationships that were frayed, God, we know that you are able to restore all things. And God, we thank you now for restoration. God, we pray now that these elected officials, God, we pray and we declare that no weapon formed against them shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against them, thou shalt condemn. Father, we thank you in advance for the tremendous job that they will do as we stand united together back again here in the village of Dolton. Now, God, have your way, not only in this place, but have your way in each and every life that is under the sound of my voice. God, we come against all division of any manner. And we pray now, God, that it be uprooted completely and totally, not to return to this village again. Father, we thank you, we glorify you, and we give you honor. In Jesus Christ's name, inshallah, amen. Amen.
Okay, we can all be seated, and we're going to go right into our special musical selection by All in the Queue. You are in for a treat.
Let's go, all in the queue.
Okay, she going, wait, hold on. She's singing. Praise God.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she going.
I've never heard her sing. I'm ready.
All right, but okay, this is going to be a copyright, though. Talk on it.
Oh, man. Come on. Seriously?
I don't know. This is original.
Is it original
piece? I don't
song she's
know. I
doing?
hope so. I don't know.
Just do Amazing Grace, please. Something we can keep up.
Well, fun fact, you get a ding for that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't do nothing. All right, super producer. I'm nervous because I want to hear the song, but I don't want to have to.
Oh, as soon as I.
Ew, what's that? What's that?
All right, so it's a live performance. They might let it slide. I don't know.
I wanna leave my footprints
in the sands of time.
Acapella. I'm good with that. Acapella. Rock it acapella, girl. She can sing. She got a nice voice so far.
I wanna leave my footprints in the sands of time. No, there was something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I will leave no regrets. Leave them something to remember, so they won't forget. I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I
She could do this acapella.
I've done everything that I wanted, and it was all that I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I wanna say I live this day until I die. I know that I had something in somebody's life. The hearts that I touch will be the proof that I leave, that I made a difference, and this world will see. I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I done, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know. I just want them to know that I gave my all, did my best, brought someone some happiness. I just want a little better.
It's the mic.
I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done, and it was all that I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here.
That man, she could have did
All
that
right.
acapella with no mic.
Yeah.
No mic.
Mike
No
set her up.
keyboard.
Thanks,
nothing.
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
She
this
has
is
a beautiful
perfect
voice.
timing. So I want to, at this moment, we're going to transition. The intention of having this board meeting start at 5:30 is we wanted to begin our swearing in of our elected officials at 5:55 on 5/5. So with that, I want to introduce Justice
Well done. Well
Tom
done.
to come up and make the first introduction and swear in candidate trustee-elect Edward Steve.
Shout out to the judge. Oh, that's a beautiful dress she has on. Those his babies. Oh,
Yes, 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 ma'am. I, Edward Steve,
Having been appointed to the office of trustee
having been appointed to the office of trustee
in the village of Dolton,
in the village of Dolton,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cork,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
of the State of Illinois
and
of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of trustee,
of the office of trustee,
village of Dolton,
village of Dolton,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Check you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Greetings, everyone. Man, they cutting onions in here. Man, I told myself to keep it together. Man. I'm tripping and stuff. My leg is dragging, but I'm here. I want to start off by saying that I thank God for everything. He's the only one worthy of praise. All praises is due to the Most High, no matter what you call it. It can be Allah, it can be Jesus, it can be Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever you call that one true and living God, I give him praise. I want to thank my minister, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's a man who inspired me to be a better husband, a better father, and a better man. When I reflect on our journey over the last 4 years, I think about the influences that supported me and made me. I want to thank my mother. My mother came in to see our youngest son get sworn in.
All right, Mama.
You can stand up, Mom. And my mom is blessed to be 74 years old in a month. Yes, yes. And I told her I'm gonna put your age out there because she's going to go and celebrate that. And my mother and my father been married for 52 years. 52 years. So I was blessed to see that structure and that loving family as a child. And I'm trying to duplicate that myself. I want to say, I want to thank my wife, Leslie, who's been with me going into 11 years now. And you know, marriage is not for the light heart, not for the faint of heart. It is not. And I call it the beautiful struggle. Because the beautiful struggle is going to make you a better person when you submit. I want to thank my oldest daughter here, Naja Steve, who looks just like me. She's going to prom in another few weeks and graduating high school.
Shout out.
Give a shout out to my baby girl, Zahira. I call her Baby Z.
All right.
Zahira, she's 9 years old. And my son, my first son, Kaleem. And I get home, he says, Trustee Steve! So I really appreciate my family and my kids. They keep me grounded. Lastly, I want to thank the amazing residents of Dolton. The residents of Dolton are the heartbeat of this great community. When I was door knocking, people stopped me and say, I've been out for 20 years, 30 years. I moved on this block when I was the only Black person here. And they inspired me to keep on going. From one thing I learned from my parents being married 52 years, that's your commitment is gonna get tested. So y'all know I have struggled with MS. And that's just part of my struggle, my story. You may see me a limp, you may see me trip, but I don't stop.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Many of y'all have watched our board meetings. They will become a reality show. Once a month, Monday was a reality show that everybody turned in. It was entertainment to some. But when you sit in there, it's not entertainment. And our team went through lives of verbal abuse. We stood through it. Many people asked me, are you going to sing the song that was sung for me when I lost? I said, no, I'm not returning ignorance for ignorance. And we're grateful. That's right, it is. You know, the word says that the greatest among you, let him be your servant. And we don't run for these positions to be performers, to be reality stars, to be none of that. We run for these positions to be servants. So as we're elevated in front of you, we're elevated to serve. So as our campaign was Clean House, and Nikita said, you know it's moving to Dolton. We get a clearer picture of the mess that we are going to inherit. It's going to be united front to get us out of that. Yes. It's going to be united everybody. We dealt with years of mayor versus board versus mayor. Them days are over with. That's right. So, residents, we need you united with us. We need your patience. We need your prayers. This is not going to happen overnight. But we're going to strive our hardest to serve you and be accountable to the residents and to the voters. Thank you for accepting me back. And like you said, D.U.
All right.
Welcome back, Mr. Welcome back.
Well done. Well done.
All right, trustee-elect Edward Steve. Now, I'm gonna make a confession. I was sweating trying to get to that 5:55 time frame, right? and with that, I want to make sure I give the proper introduction and praise to Justice Cynthia Cobb for being here for us today.
Your Honor.
We were out. I would tell you, Justice Cobb has the compassion and caring and the smile that lights up a room.
Yes.
So when we ran across each other,
Oh,
there's
wow.
only one person we wanted to be here. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Our next swearing in, trustee re-elect Brittany Norwood.
The Honorable Judge is adorable. I love her grace.
Mama. I know it's a lot of y'all. Where are we? What's that wrong? Grab the Bible.
Draconian, that's right. Hold it down. Yeah.
Turn it over. One hand on
Yeah, there you go.
And then you repeat after me. Madam Trustee, are you ready to be sworn? I, Brittany Norwood, having been appointed to the office of trustee in the village of Dolton, in the county of Cook, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee, Village of Dolton, to the best of my ability. Congratulations, Madam Trustee. You are sworn.
Happy Monday.
My team is just way ahead of me today, okay? I'm gonna be faster than them. Okay, guys, I need everyone to say it with me because this is a team effort, because we're a team. Those who know, say it with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy Monday! I love y'all. I want y'all to know that, right? Guys, last time you all told me not to write down a speech, so this time I kind of remixed it. I wrote some, and then I figured I'll say the rest from my heart. I first want to give honor and all the glory to God. Without him, nothing is possible. To my Dolton residents, I want to be as contained as possible, but I can't help myself. Dolton, you all showed out! I love y'all! I'm sorry, I'm back to contain, right? Dolton residents, I thank you all for trusting me to be your trustee. I trust you all for reelecting me. I thank you all. I couldn't have done it without you all. They say that teamwork makes the dream work. And I didn't realize that until I'm standing in 20-degree weather and residents are bringing me coffee and they're bringing me feet warmers and hand warmers and hugs. And they would say, I know you cold out here. And every time they walk to the pole, I say, your boat is warming me up, right? So that's how I stay warm with you all. To America, right? We couldn't have done it without you all. You all have truly been in support of us, hands down. To my parents, without them, there would be no me. And my mom, who before the meetings, I would call her and I'm like, Mom, I don't know if I can continue to do this. You know, I'm not used to chaos. And she said, pray. She said, ask the Lord before every meeting to remind the people what you're here to do. And ever since I started doing that, things got better, right? So they say that prayer works. Prayer works.
Yes, it does. Amen.
To my friends, my family, my loved ones over there, my support system, I know that you all were tired of me these last 4 years with the stories. You all were just tired, but you all listened, right? And you all gave me the support that I needed to continue. So I thank you all. They say, there's an adage, guys, and they say that what doesn't kill you only make you stronger. And this fight made me realize that sometimes, guys, it takes the good guys a little longer, right? Because there was a time when my team, right? I cannot forget the best older siblings that I've had. Because I'm the oldest in my family, guys. So I didn't get older siblings until them. I never had anyone to boss me around before them. And they do such a good job, guys. But they're here. They're here. That's what makes us a team. All of the decisions that we had to make, we made them as a team. Trustee Belcher, Trustee Brown, they're like the older sisters that I never had, and I irritate them sometimes, but we love each other, right? And that's what's important. To Steve and House, they're more bearable with me, right? They're guys, they don't mind me as much, but we're team, we're family, guys. I love you all. I can't thank you enough. To my PR star, who, I mean, she's my stylist, my speech therapist, she's just everything in one, right? But this is what makes us whole. To all of our Dolton employees, I see you all in the back, and when I see you all, I almost cry because we can't forget you all either, right? We've all been through the struggle together. Fire department, police department, we love you all. Together, you all help keep our town whole. And I just want to say that to God be the glory. I love you all. I thank you all so much. I won't take any more of your time, but I just want you all to know that just when you're about to give up, that's when all the magic happens. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask Trustee Norwood to stay there for just a moment, because in her giving spirit, as always, she has a special presentation that she's gonna do as part of her magic moment, and she shares her moment as always. So Trustee Norwood, the floor is still yours.
So guys, in the spirit of honor, they say that it truly takes a village. And because of that, today, when I thought about myself and my team being honored, I think about the people who helped me get to this moment. I think about the people who decided to just give what they had at the moment because they seen that we were a town that just needed a little excitement and joy. So today I have a special Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm going to tell you about this special guy. And I'll make it fast, guys. So Eugene Parker, owner, 5120 Entertainment, CEO, and the man responsible for bringing Wild 'N Out live to Chicago, who has been instrumental in helping communities across America, from Cleveland, Ohio, where he purchased and gave away homes, to women and children in domestic violence shelters, boys and girls donations in Texas, and holiday turkey and toy giveaways in Los Angeles, charities in Detroit, and right here in Dolton. This guy, I called him, it was a few months ago, and I said, you know, we're always worrying about the trauma that we're going through as adults. But what about the youth? I know that they're experiencing a little heartache also. So I decided that the goal is to do things to cheer them up and to encourage them to continue to strive. So with that being said, I contacted Mr. Parker and I said, hey, we need to do something. I went to Thornridge, I graduated, and I said, in the entire 4 years of Thornridge, I never seen a concert, right? They had 3-piece and it was like years before me, but they never had anything while I was there. So part of me being on the youth committee, the goal is to inspire the youth just as much, and to let them know that, again, when you do good things happen to you. So this is why I'm presenting Eugene Parker with the Lifetime Achievement Award. 5120.
While he's being pinned, I want to clear it up. That's the presidential Joe Biden Lifetime Achievement Award. All right. Next, I get the privilege of introducing the next trustee re-elect, Trustee Kiana Belcher.
All right, look at, all right. Oh, wow. Come on, Nathan. Nathan. Yes, there you go.
Okay, Nate.
All right.
I, Kiana L. Belcher,
I, Kiana L. Belcher,
having been duly appointed to the office of trustee
having been duly appointed to the office of trustee
in the village of Dolton,
in the village of Dolton,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Illinois,
of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of office
the duties of office
of trustee,
village of Dolton,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Madam Trustee.
That's how you do it.
Good evening, everyone. Whew. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning like, oh, do I need to write a speech, or is this going to come directly from my heart? First, I would like to thank God, the head of my life, for allowing me to serve the village of Dolton for another term. I would like to thank my family. It's unfortunate my mom and father couldn't be here, But I have a great support system. My aunties, uncles, cousins, and kids are here. Thanks. They have been my support throughout these last 4 years. When I came home and cried, when my blood pressure was high, when I just didn't understand what would happen next, they were there. I can call them and say, Auntie, just pray with me. Because I don't understand this. Why are we here? They said, stay the course. Don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. I said, but when it first started, everybody looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. I'm just trying to bring out the light of what's happening. Just stay the course. Stay the course. These last 3.5 years have been challenging, but it has brought our community together. If we can't say anything else about what has happened in the village of Dolton, we can say it has brought our community together. It has taught people
I don't know what happened there. What happened? It's a conspiracy. Hold on 1 second.
Is that Alicia Nicole's story?
We had so many other elected officials, thank you all, that'll just call us and say, we see what's happening. We're praying for your community. Just stay the course. Stay the course. And this team, man, Jason is the most humble person I know.
That's how man.
That camera does not have an audio feed. Stop switching there.
Oh my goodness.
Qualities of how we work with each other. Me and Ed, we talk every day. We fuss, we fight, but at the end of the day, whatever we talk about is for the benefit of the community. Yeah. Brittany, I can just feed her and she's gonna be on my side. Tammy is always the voice of reason. Clerk Key, we have a special relationship because we have interchangeable families. But through this time, I am proud to say that I served as a Village of Dolton trustee to represent the Village of Dolton. I'm gonna say this before I leave. Y'all came out, showed out, but we gotta keep coming to the polls in all of the elections. Not just this election, because our local government is what made the changes. We messed up. We all gotta say we messed up, but we corrected our mistake. And just give us time, we're gonna get through it. But thank you all for accepting me for another 4 years with the Dolton.
Okay, next up, I don't think it would be appropriate for me to make this introduction, so I'm gonna ask our deputy clerk, our fantastic deputy clerk, Eris Montgomery, to come up and introduce our next re-elected candidate.
That's our deputy clerk.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out to celebrate this special day with us. Today truly shows me that dreams really do come true.
Yes, Lord.
4 years ago, I stepped into the position of deputy clerk with no idea what this role entailed. And it has truly been a journey, to say the least. Thankfully, with the leadership and the guidance of our clerk, I was able to grasp the core responsibilities of this office, and most importantly, the role that we play in safeguarding the village's records. Allison is caring, empathetic, supportive to our residents. Although we faced many challenges over the last years, she's handled them with grace, professionalism, and integrity. Her perseverance and strength is something to be studied and admired. She has truly been an advocate and a pillar for this community. Today, I am honored and privileged to introduce the most fashionable, intelligent, and poised clerk in the Southland. She's my mentor, and she's also my boss. We re-elect Village Allison Kirk.
Could my family please come up? Everybody.
Whole room, man.
Madam Clerk, are you ready to be sworn? Are you ready to be sworn?
So ready.
So ready. Then let's do it. I, Allison Key,
I, Allison Key,
having been appointed to the office of clerk
having been appointed to the office of clerk
in the village of Dolton,
in the village of Dolton,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will definitely support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Illinois,
of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of clerk
clerk
of the village of Dolton
of the village of Dolton
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Madam Clerk.
Give me your mic, just say that's our That's our
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This has been a long time coming, hasn't it? But we would not have gotten here if it was not for all of you who live out here. You fought with us, whether you live in Dolton or not. You came out, you saw the problem, you came out. But I want to especially thank my teammates back here. We couldn't have done it if we didn't have each other. I want to thank my family who had to listen to me when I'm calling and they thought I was crazy because they didn't know who I was, because normally I'm an even keel person and I became somebody that they didn't know. You know? But you guys didn't see that because I'm not a person to show my emotions publicly. So I just thank them for all the support and that we're here today. But I want you guys to know, this is all of God's plan.
Yes.
This is all of his plan.
Yes.
And he did this in divine order. And when God put you on a mission, it doesn't mean it's gonna be easy, but you gotta stay the course and you gotta follow his plan. And I also want you to know, his plan didn't start 4 years ago. It started many years before now. And I'm gonna share you a story that is so personal to me. It touches my heart. It has me crying all weekend, but I have to share with you guys how important this day is to me. So a little over 15, 20 years ago, this young man came to my house and he said, I am running for the mayor of Dolton and I would like for you to sign my petition. So I looked at him, he was very well dressed, very well spoken. And every question I asked him, he was able to answer with the quickness. And I thought it took a lot of courage for this young man to run against our sitting mayor, who was William Shaw. He was William Shaw, and everybody know William Shaw was a state senator. He was a pretty powerful politician in the city of Chicago. But I so admired his courage, his energy, and he just wanted me to sign a petition. But I was like, that's not good enough. I need to write you a check. So hold on, let me get my checkbook. And I wrote this young man a check who I had never seen before, but the way he presented himself, I knew that he was very sincere in what he was doing. And I knew that he could actually possibly accomplish this goal. So I'm going to kind of move forward some years. I am a retired employee of the Chicago Housing Authority, and my position was the director of resident services and community outreach. So I did a lot of programs to help families in public housing. So one of our events was like Operation Warm, where we gave away free coats to public housing children in the city of Chicago. So I'm doing all this work in Chicago. So I went to the executive director of the program and I say, hey, we got needs out here in the South Suburb. I need some coats. So he's like, okay, Allison, give me a call tomorrow. And this was on a Saturday. And I sent him an email that night. And Monday morning, he said, okay, this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to have to establish a tax ID number. You're going to have to raise funds because you have to pay for these coats. And if you can get those things done, we have 1,000 coats for you. So I'm like, okay, how do I get a tax ID number? But I know the first thing, if I'm going to raise money, I need to set up a bank account because I can't put this money in my account. So I went up to US Bank and told the lady I needed to speak to someone about setting up a business account. And she said, okay, have a seat. I'll get you someone. So this young man came out and said, hi, how are you? And my eyes just grew so big because it was the same young man who had come to my house to say he was running for mayor way back when. So we went in his office, we sat down, he helped me set up that bank account. I told him, I said, I have no idea how I'm supposed to set up a tax ID number. He immediately directed me to a website. He said, this is what you do. And I was so happy and we just hugged each other and I moved on. Well, fast forward a couple of weeks, okay? I'm getting everything in order, got my tax ID number. He called me back. He said, listen, my regional manager want to meet you. Can we have lunch? I was like, sure, we can have lunch. So I met with his regional manager and him, and she told me that she was a child of Dolton. She was born and raised in Dolton, and no one had ever asked the bank for any money for the community. No one had ever asked anybody for money for the community. And she said, and I want to help your program. So each year, US Bank put $500 in my account towards my coat drive each year. Yeah. So it doesn't stop there. So when that same individual who is now the branch manager of that bank, he decided to move on in his career. And he called me and he said, you know, I'm no longer with the bank, but I'm going to talk to my current boss and ask him to continue to donate to your program. So to show you how the spirit worked, he got his boss to continue to donate to my program, as well as US Bank was still donating at the time. So when I tell you, this didn't start 4 years ago. This didn't start 4 years ago. God had this plan in motion a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. Because that young man who came to my house, who helped me set up this account, is our future mayor, Jason House. So this is not his first go round with the mayor, but it wasn't his time yet. It's his time now. And I am so proud of him. And who would have thought that the woman whose home he came to and asked to sign the petitions will be standing right next to him as the village clerk? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that. So tell me this is not God working with this community. Tell me it's not true. No one can tell me anything different because things just don't happen like this. They just don't happen like this. So in closing, I know you guys are gonna hold us accountable and we expect you to. But guess what? We're gonna hold you accountable too. We're gonna hold you accountable as well. Because we need you to continue to work with us so that we can bring back a better Dolton, so we can restore this community's pride, so that we can be happy to say that we live here. And it's gonna take all of us. We can't do it by ourselves. So if you're just looking for us to make this happen alone, you guys helped us get these seats to be here. So don't stop now. Don't stop now. The journey continues. The journey continues. So in closing, I'll just say, you know. Thank you, everyone.
I guess I would be remiss if I try to introduce myself. So I'm gonna ask Dr. Nikita for a brief intro.
Okay. No. It's Jason House. That's Mufasa. Jason House. That's Mufasa. Jason House. That's Mufasa.
The young man.
I thought I had 2 oaths for this major mayor. Somebody didn't take those with them. Mr. Mayor-elect, are you quite ready to be sworn? Absolutely, certain. All right then. Ready? All right then. I would say the DU thing, but I'm
Go ahead, Judge.
I, Jason House,
Hi, Jason House,
having been appointed to the office of mayor
having been appointed to the office of mayor
in the village of Dolton,
in the village of Dolton,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution
I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Illinois,
of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the office of mayor
the duties of the office of mayor,
of the village of Dolton,
village of Dolton,
best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Can we bless God in this place?
Before we allow our mayor to speak,
yeah.
it's only right that we present you. No mayor is complete without this special gift.
Oh no! Oh, that's
Go microphone.
now switch it out. If you switch it out,
That's
I
why
need you to real.
Mini me. I definitely
All
want
he
to
need to do is
say
throw
how touched and warm my heart is with all of the individuals here When we started, it was a standing ovation, but it was the standing looked like a wall protecting the village of Dolton. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's come out. We're privileged today to have numerous elected officials, and I'm going to take my time to recognize one by one because each one of these people have poured into our community and have direction and assistance that we so desperately need and partnership that we want to make sure that we can return in kind. So with that, I want to make sure that I'm able to acknowledge School Board District 205 President Nina Graham. President Graham. Mayor, Village of Phoenix, Terry Wells. Chanel Kelly, trustee. Mayor Darren Bryant, Village of Robbins. Our Cook County Commissioner, Donna Miller. Highway Commissioner, my brother, Antoine Russell. My sister, 152 Harvey School Board member, Thornton Township Clerk-elect Casey Nesbitt. Got Andrea Johnson, the VP of School Board 148. Michael J. Knight, the supervisor of Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Got Alan Bank representing Congresswoman Robin Kelly's office. Terry Young Jr., School Board Member 147. Bruce Owens, School Board 148, Vice President, former. I'm gonna pause for this one, hold on. This is my twin. I blame anytime something goes wrong, if you call and I say that I'm the Dog Pardon District Commissioner Willis Harris, where's Commissioner Harris at?
Over in the corner, Jay.
Where you go?
To your left.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all gotta see, that's my twin right there, sir. If Dalton owes you money, call Willis Harris. We got Kevin Daly, trustee for South Suburban College. Danny Fields, Library Board trustee of the Village of Dalton. Ruby Donahue, Thornton Township HRC. Trustee Michael Collier from the Great Village of Robbins. Tyrone Hudson, Alderman for, which Country Club Hills Alderman, forgive me. Patricia Hudson, City Clerk. Robert Pope, Mayor of the Great Village of Burnham. Dwayne Muhammad, former trustee, Village of Dalton. Another trailblazer, Robert Pearson, former trustee, Village of Dalton. Brenda Greer, trustee from the Village of Burnham. Carmela Richardson, trustee from the Village of Burnham. Mama Mary, Thornton Township trustee. It was good seeing your name on this card. And my brother Prince Reed, trustee from South Suburban College and trustee from South Island. Former Dalton trustee, as well as trustee-elect for the Thornton Township, Valeria Stubbs. Carmen Carlisle, trustee for Thornton Township. Kevin Bowen, former commissioner, Dalton Park District, my brother. Cheryl Tillman, newly re-elected School Board Member 149. My brother Will Tillman, Board President for School District 149. Gail Towers, Vice President for the Great Dalton Park District. Evelyn Sorrell, Dalton Library Board Trustee. Commissioner Sandra Wells, Dalton Park District Commissioner. Larry Lawrence, School Board District 148. Mayor James Ford, the man that brings the concerts to town, the great city of Country Club Hills. Sonia Bradley, School District 205 Board Member. John Capp, Village of Burnham, trustee. One of my favorite Village Library Board presidents, Louise Copeland, Dalton Library Board. Another one of our commissioners, Dr. Keisha McCaskill, Cook County Commissioner. Travis Claybrooks, trustee. Where are we from, Travis? That's Riverdale. I know. Okay, all right, there we go. Dorothy Price, trustee for the Village of Calumet Park. Alderwoman Wanda Jean McDowell for the great city of Markham. Got Leslie Trammell, the city clerk from Markham. Paris Williams, representing Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart's office. My buddy, Mayor Roger Akpal, the great city of Markham. Pastor William Fleshman, the Abundant Living Ministries here in Dolton. Millie Meyer, School Board District 215. Jermaine Hooks, the Village of Ford Heights trustee. Sharon Dyson, village clerk. We got former mayor Eric Kellogg present in the house with us, in the city of Harvard. Janet Rogers, South Suburban trustee. Alderman Tyrone Rogers, Alderman, 6th Ward in Harvard. Trustee Andrew Holmes, why you fill out a card?
Why are you there?
Recognized twice.
Why are you there is the question.
Gross.
I got
So
my buddy
gross.
Cornell Woodbury, former commissioner for Dolton Park District. Business owner and that donated much of the food because I insisted that we do not pay for anything on this swearing-in ceremony for over Village of Dolton business owners. Blessed with the presence of Don DeGraff, the great mayor of South Holland. Powerful mayor for the city of Calumet Park, Ronald Denson. We got Almeda Vassar Moody from School District 205. We got Alderman Ramon Williams from the great city of Calumet City. We got Shonda the Vassar Williams, School Board District 149 school board member. Lester Long, retired commissioner for Dolton Park District and the namesake for the great building that hosts RP with the trustees. My former mayor, friend, and mentor, Riley Rogers, the great city of Dolton. Thornton Township trustee, Chris Gonzalez. Trustee-elect for Thornton Township, Byron Stanley. My brother, the president for Dolton Park District, Cleo Jones. Back for a second. We got Tiana Hill, South Suburban College Board trustee. Lawrence Patterson, commissioner for Markham Park District. Got Jerome Brown, former trustee for Park Forest. The amazing assessor for Thornton Township, Cassandra Holbrook Elston. I don't think I recall having this the man that needs no introduction, our fantastic state rep and neighboring mayor in Calumet City, Mayor Thaddeus Jones. And the person that came to assist Dolton, former mayor and great partner, we want to say thanks to Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Yeah. I missed a couple. That's going to throw off my finale moment.
Kobe, Kobe. Yeah. Kobe.
Okay, I got my buddy, Devontae Stewart, Vice President for Dolton Library. Elizabeth Gonzalez, Trustee, Dolton Library Board. And my fantastic friend and sister, Trustee Stephanie Wiedemann, Thornton Township Trustee. So that shows the kind of support and love that our community has gotten and will be getting, and we want to be just as good a partners to everybody that's here as they have been and will be with us. I'm going to pause for a minute just to give God honor as the head of my life for everything that we do. So I want to thank God for this moment. My mother's not physically present here. She's watching online, so I want to make sure that my mom, who instilled the sense of service, trust in the Lord. Say, thank you, Mom. I love you and look forward to seeing you soon.
Oh, yeah.
As many know, I'm not a public speaker. I go back and forth with a couple of my buddies, and they always say, why don't you like speaking like that? And it's because I always think well done is better than well said. That's how I was raised. And Dalton, we got a lot of work to do. But having said that, I jotted down some notes, but I'm gonna go, as I listen to everybody, different themes come to you, and you say, oh man, I gotta touch on here and touch on that. So I'll ask the people kind of humor me, and I'll go back to my notes to keep me a little bit on direction so we can get out of here before 11. But there was but there was a moment in our board meetings for the first 2 years as we're going back and forth and we're arguing. We would say that I would go into every meeting hoping that this is the meeting that everybody, that our counterparts kind of found the way of reason and peace and compromise. I put my head down and we would have the prayer, and then right after prayer, all chaos breaks loose. Trustee Stan Brown would say we'll pray our way in and we fight our way out. So one meeting comes up and we do the prayer, and then one of the employees gives a really good prayer on unity, and then comes and it's just as nasty as they could be. So of course that's the meeting where I tell them, don't pray for me anymore.
Epic.
You have to watch who prays in your life.
Amen.
That being said, I would still go into every meeting, and after the prayer, because he would always lead the prayer, I would always do my Kaepernick resistance moment and not pay attention to it. But then I would bow my head and I would just stop for a minute and I would say, God, please use me. Give me the humility and the humbleness to hold my tongue and to speak only when it's called for. And that's been my mantra pushing forward. So I'm going to have that same moment right now as I ask God to use and guide my steps and my words and my direction. And that always seems to work. I'll sit here now, and I've been so privileged as I look around this room. I have amazing brothers that I want to acknowledge really quickly because I have my beautiful sister, Lemon sister, right here. Hold on. I want to acknowledge that she keeps me on the straight and narrow path. That's my only biological family member I have here, but God put so many amazing brothers in my life. So I got a few people I do have to acknowledge. Like my brother, Stephen Harry over there. Brother, George Marsh Jr. I saw my brother, Thomas Crosby Jr. See William Norrells. I see my brother, oh my God, Mark Easterling. The man, this guy has a jump. He hasn't stopped shooting since we were in the second grade in basketball court. I mean, he really thought every shot was wide open. Along with that comes the next level of direction and guidance. So I have to acknowledge Thomas Crosby Sr. for being there in moments that I really need, along with his lovely wife, Adrian. I have to acknowledge George Marsh Sr. for being there over 30 years of my life. And God said you might need some more direction. I have an amazing, amazing mentor, CEO, Donald J. Dew, also here that gives sit-backs don't even know that I'm paying attention. My brother up here in the front with our amazing family, I'll say our family now, I took it over. Charles Walls, lovely wife, my godson, Jay. And so as Clerk Key was telling the story of years ago running for office, that was also my running mate back in 2009, where we ran a spirited campaign. Thought we had it, but we didn't know any better at the time, so we had to find some more friends, and here everybody is. So that being said, I get the privilege today to stand here proud because I can tell everybody the story of how resiliency and unity have brought us to a new and brighter day in the village of Dolton. 4 years ago, nobody thought that this small community just south of the city of Chicago would get this kind of attention. We never did. I had some residents who came to me and said, Hinyard put Dolton on the map the same way NWA put Compton on the map.
City of Compton.
Straight out of Compton.
At the moment, I really didn't know how to take it. At one vein, it's humorous and everything, but it's also difficult when you're sitting in the seat to recognize that our elected officials, our public servants are being made synonymous with gangster rappers. Now, I know some of the lyrics of Ice Cube, I will say that. Love is moving. If you're watching, please do not make another movie about Dolton. I'm just telling you, we love your movie, don't do it. But you get the spirit of where I'm going. We do not want our service to be synonymous with gangster rappers. We want to make sure that we represent the service that we're here to do. But with all of those lights, cameras, action, it created a moment. It created a moment for our community to unite. So this is why I can stand here today more proud than ever of the residents of the great village of Dolton for standing together and working towards one common goal of cleaning up our community. It's often said that affluent communities would not accept the kind of treatment that we got. And when we got to that voting poll, we said strongly and loudly with a near unanimous vote that the residents of Dolton will not tolerate that corruption in our backyard as well.
That's right.
So for the first time in many years, our community has been divided for many years. We have shown decisively through our vote that we are the change, transparency, and accountability. We collectively as a community, we as what is deemed as the outsiders and those who care, we are the change, transparency, and accountability that the community needs. And I'm proud to stand here as a member of the board. I always say member because we are a team, along with the clerk, along with we have 6 trustees here. We stand united that we are going to move this community forward better. And we have been doing the work. This work doesn't start today. We've been doing it for the last 4 years. Right. We know how to call you out when you need to be called out. We know how to hug each other when we got to hug. And so now we're ready to move Dolton to the next level. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about what does that next level look like. It looks like professionalism in our boardrooms and in our community and in the village hall when you walk in. No matter what happens, we will talk to one another in a peaceful manner. We will resolve our issues behind the podium. As I get the opportunity to have breakfast with Mayor Rogers from time to time, he'll ask me the question, how long you think that honeymoon gonna last? And I love it that he equated it to a honeymoon because those of us who have been in love and married know the honeymoon lasts as long as you work at it. That's right, that's right. So I stand here today talking to the residents of this village. I stand here talking to my colleagues on this board. I stand here to talk to the clerk, Allison Key, to let you know I'm here for the next 4 years to work at making sure that we grow a bigger, better, brighter community. Our next level looks like financial stability. The financial stability that we've lost. So now we've already started with getting our audits done and brought back current. We've started with making communication with those who have not gotten communication for years. And we will make sure that that communication is ongoing as we work to get a payment, because we know that's all what they're really waiting on, right? But well, we have to start it there. We're going to seek the funding that we need. We're going to get it. We're going to make the tough decisions collectively as a board that are necessary, and Dolton will be debt-free by the end of this 4-year term. That next level is making Dolton business friendly. Over the last 4 years, we've had a difficult time. The business owners needed a lawyer just to get a business license. They need lawyers to get liquor license. Those days are over. We have already made changes. We've made changes in the last 3 months that have allowed us to sign off on over 75 business licenses, 10 liquor licenses. We want to make sure that people know that Dolton is a great place to do business in. That next level looks like clean streets. We will make sure that we're working with our public works department. We get them the resources they need. We will make sure that our main thoroughfares are clean of debris. We're also going to lean on that business partnership because we need businesses to know we're not here to clean up your garbage. That's right. We're going to make sure it's cleaned up, but we're not here to clean it up. So that's where the business friendly and business partnership comes in. But our streets will be clean.
All right, AJ.
Our next level looks like protecting the residents of our community so that we feel safe. I've had the privilege to talk with some of our police officers and the command staff. They are anxious to make sure that that stain that has been put over their head is wiped away. They are here for the community. They've always been here for the residents of our community. We will continue to move that forward, and I see all of our illustrious firemen over there. You see the unity that comes from that, from the firefighters in the great city of Dolton. You may say we should feel safer already. So, in closing, my mentor, Donald, I called him today. I said, I wanted to make sure I got this correct because we are going to get this done because Dolton has what he likes to call the 3 C's. We have compassion, we have the competency, and the commitment to community. And with those 3, how can you lose? Dolton will be an amazing place to live in. God bless you and thank you for being here today.
Well done.
All right.
Is it done? It can't be over.
No, she's going to give a.
Okay, so we're going to have one quick announcement. Then we'll go with our motion to adjourn, and light refreshments will be served. Trustee Norwood.
All those food boxes, they have a full 7-course meal. Where's the chicken?
It's working actually, Trustee Brown. It's just fine. So guys, we're going to have some refreshments here. So we're going to have some refreshments here tonight. I know we thanked America and we continue to thank America. So we're actually having a party for America so we can all celebrate together. And that'll be this Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. right here in this very room. So if you all could join us, that'll be our moment to celebrate. We will not be here too much longer tonight, but you all will get a chance to celebrate with us on Saturday.
Hearing that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
These not on.
Second. Is it? I make a motion. Second.
Nope. Who did second? Motion by Trustee Kiana Belcher, second Trustee Andrew Holmes. Clerk, please call the roll.
Why, Lord?
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee Brittany Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Kiana Belcher. Aye. Trustee Andrew Holmes.
Aye.
And
Yep.
House's position is vacant because he's now the mayor.
Right.
But we have a quorum and this meeting is adjourned.
Well done.
There you go.
Well done.
All right. Shout out.
This was fantastic. Yo, somebody said, Chicago said that Jedediah is live streaming outside with a casket or something. You see
I
what
have no
with a
idea what
casket?
she's talking about. Hold on one second. Let me. All right. Shout out. That was good. That was good. Congratulations to them all. Clean house. Shout out to them.
Clean house. Dolton United.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was
I
fantastic.
want to know where Andrew Holmes came from too. I'm sorry.
No, why he there?
Oh, for the life of me, I don't understand.
I just, yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
no
no.
arguments, no grandstanding. Sorry about that.
No.
They let you down. They let you down. You didn't even need the popcorn tonight.
Okay.
You didn't even need the popcorn. No, what is? Oh, that's a cupcake. I'm sorry. That's a cupcake.
Mm-hmm. They have light refreshments. They might as well have a 7-course meal. All those chickens and eggs and everything was given out in the food boxes.
But that was Thornton, though. It wasn't Dalton. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Shout out to him. Congratulations.
Shout
You're
out
gonna
to
stay right
everybody there in Dolton. Well done. You guys went out. You voted. Jason House is now the mayor.
There we go.
His name is on the building. And well done. This is so bittersweet. That little microphone, that gold microphone.
If he had used it, the only thing would have been better is if he actually plugged it in and used it. He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. If he had used it, I think that would have been great. What we got here?
Thank you to everybody in the LOC and
absolutely.
DWC for tuning in with us. This was fun. We love doing these combined live streams. We love it because we get everybody together.
So let me see real quick. I'm trying to make sense of things. No, that was a great stream. Thank y'all so much. I want to say thank you so much for the supers. Thank you so much again, our stream sponsor, Cull Obsidian. Thank you so much for the 25 super. And I do want to again encourage you all to please check out Vivian's stream as well as No Apologies, Just Me. And of course, this is Alicia Nicole's stream as well. The mods can put those in. And of course, Lady Luck Club as well. Please make sure you check out other great content creators. Thank you so much, Road Tripping, for the $2 super. Thank you so much. It says that man, look, that man did kind of, I can see what you're talking about. He's the man, Pastor Fleischman.
Oh, he does favor you.
I can see where you're going. I got you.
All right, Deacon. You got to look like, Dolton.
There we go. Thank you so much, Tobias. It's a glorious day for redemption in Dolton. I agree 100%. And thank you again, Adore. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. And y'all, just real quick, man, make sure y'all flood the chat with Mr. Mayor House. We got to let him know we appreciate him. He rolls through here every now and then. He does roll through here. So we want to make sure we let him know we appreciate him. I'm right here with you, Tobias. Stan Brown's trying to fix his image, but Holmes should have stayed at home or gone.
Yeah,
I agree. I think Stan Brown's image is redeemable, in my opinion. I don't know why Andrew Holmes was there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry.
You got lawsuits against him for why are you there? Probably have little people in there probably having strings against him or something. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, let me see real quick. All right, so where is okay, so they've shut their stream down. Okay, so
yeah, we just kind of wondered at ourselves, Latasha. We don't no. Jedediah in front of the mayor's house with a coffin and a bullhorn.
All right, I've owned their career and I ain't stopping now.
Oh.
But I want to thank the officers that's out here because at least
he really bless his heart. I have no idea. I have no idea what's transpiring. I have no idea what's going on. He literally is outside the house with a bullhorn. I don't have no idea what's going on.
And the coffin.
If y'all call me, I wouldn't call me.
What does it say? Until you do right by Flint, everything you touch will crumble. Wow.
That was
wow.
This is the mayor of Flint, Michigan's house.
Now look,
I thought that was
ATN News Media for being the only news media who came out.
What's in his other hand?
Done today.
Oh no.
I've never seen a city where the mayor controls the media. Like a dictatorship.
Wait a minute.
We purchased a billboard from Outfront Media, who turned around and said that they couldn't put up our billboard unless the mayor approved it. The mayor don't own the land. The mayor doesn't own the company. The mayor is not even an advertiser. That should scare y'all. That should scare you in America. But it's okay. We'll see them in federal court.
It looks like some keys or something. I don't know what that is in his hand.
How many of you all really want change? Let me see your hands.
No, that's a whole casket.
Hey, thank you so much for being out here, Queen. I'm sorry that we had to come on y'all block today. It's okay. Look. We welcome. We got a welcome on the block, y'all. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty wild. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so I've talked enough, but my voice don't really matter. Anybody got something to say? We want to hear. Anybody got something to say?
Come on, fight for your city.
Right.
They see your property. They get ready to over-assess your property and take your house. They put the lien on your property if you don't pay the water or the taxes. Wow. Get out here. Wow. Fight for your house. Right. 94.7 million came here. Do it look like it for the resident? No. Come out before it's too late. Hey, hey.
You know what I love about y'all? You know what I like about y'all? Y'all are very respectful people. Mayor Neely gotta go. She said, Mayor Neely, girl, by the time you get done saying Mayor, yo, I'm out of breath. Hey, 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 hey. Neely's got to go. Neely's got to go. We don't get it. Shut it down. Shut it down. We don't get it. Shut it down. We don't get it. Shut it down. We're strong.
All right.
I can't. This is a whole casket.
Yeah, this is.
He wearing boots, y'all. He don't have on slides.
Oh, that's a good point.
He got on some boots.
All right, I'm gonna get ready.
Wow.
What's going on?
All right, I'm gonna get ready to bug this out.
tomorrow, vote.
All right, so that's Jedediah. Wow, he got a whole bona fide. He got a whole bona fide casket over there.
Y'all, if
That's
you really want to trip me out, let somebody pop out that casket.
I don't know.
Sometimes
man.
you gotta
I have
pop
no
out
idea
and
what
show
he
people.
Yeah, that was something different. That was okay. Do your thing, my brother. That was different for sure.
Wow.
But I do want to say, shout out to everybody who's in the live. Thank you so much to everyone.
Absolutely.
You came from Lady Luck's channel. You've been here all day with me, whatever. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. This was fun. I'm looking forward to hopefully connecting with some other people up there in Dalton so we can go ahead and get another assessment of what's the environment like as things change. I'm probably not going to be doing a daily update on Dalton because I agree with Jason House. He wants it to just be quiet. He wants it to remain. He don't want to be on the news. He don't want.
Yeah, he wants it to be respectful.
He wants to be respectful, but he also the spectacle is what people were coming for.
Right. Exactly.
And he doesn't want that. So
Right.
I'm with him on that 100%. So we will be updating y'all,
Right.
but it won't be a regular update. It'll only be when things are really important and things are really
Right.
happening. Of course, if the alphabet boys come and they
Yep.
do what we want them to do and something really changes, we'll be talking about it. But we're not going to be
Absolutely.
I might do a board meeting or two, but we're not going to be doing every board meeting, scouring over everything, because at the end of the day, they got a lot of work to do. They're going to have a lot of work
Absolutely.
that needs to get done. And it probably ain't going to look really good, for the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It might not look like they're getting a lot of stuff done because they got a lot of stuff that they need to uncover, a lot of stuff they got to remove. They got to move around and figure out where it is.
Right.
So we're just definitely, I appreciate y'all supporting them. Shout
Absolutely.
out to all the great content creators up there in Dolton, all in the queue. And of course, Babe Solo and No Apologies, Just Me, and Alicia Nicole, and all those other great content creators that have been out there really making sure that we stay in the know. We know what's going on. Shout out to the Lansing Journal. Journal
absolutely.
did a
And
fantastic
shout out
job.
to All in the Queue for her beautiful vocals. I think if she would have just did acapella with no mic, oh my God.
Yeah.
She would have. She has a beautiful voice. You can hear it past the screenging of the microphone.
Yeah, the microphone, the audio wasn't optimized for what they were
wasn't,
using it for today.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. And
she has a
shout out to
beautiful
them
voice.
for getting it done. But I do want to say again, thank y'all so much for rocking.
Oh, and Chicago Red. Don't forget about Chicago Red.
Absolutely. And Chicago Red, shout out to you. I apologize.
No.
No. And I was saying a lot of people want the salacious details. So they don't want to hear that, the board meeting was boring and they just talked about how to pay the people that they haven't paid in 6 months. They don't want to hear about that. They want fireworks and such like that. And they want tomfoolery. So we don't want to give them tomfoolery. So, but no, you understand completely what I'm trying to do.
Okay, now I didn't report on a whole lot of board meetings like that unless I was like watching Public Ops or something where it was just funny. But I think most people know my style. I'm coming through with court documents and stuff, so I will be reporting on any changes that happen with some FBI coming in or
we'll
lawsuits or anything like that. But yeah, to me, I think just kind of presenting the facts and sticking to the court docs is kind of my niche. And that's my happy place. So them board meetings was something else. I could only listen to womp womp just cry for no more than 2-3 good minutes before her voice just became cringe. So I did not report on a whole lot of the board meeting. I just didn't. Because I couldn't handle her talking for too long. Ugh. So
no, I totally get you.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Dolton and the new things that's to come. And Jason House has already started doing, like he said tonight in his speech. He had already started signing permits and making some changes happen as mayor pro tem. So he's just going to continue on with that. So the board meeting should be boring. It should be that way. So
yeah, here's just some boring board meetings that just get work done. And was it 90 minutes or however long? And shout out to them.
If an hour.
Yeah, shout out. 90 minutes tops and get it done.
Yep.
But all right, good people. That was a lot of fun. Thank y'all so much. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll get back onto regular Diddy updates. I will be doing the Diddy trial and talk about some of the things that the prosecutors as well as the defense are looking for in their jurors. There's a lot of there was a lot of information I found on it, so it should be fun. And we'll be talking about tomorrow. What you got going on tomorrow, Lady Luck?
Well, I'm still going to be following up with the twins that are missing, that were found deceased in Georgia in the mountains. Reporting on, oh Lord, this judge here in Fulton County Superior Court, where we live up in here, just facing 15 charges from the JQC. So her court hearings are coming up at the end of the month. And there are a couple court dates in June. So I will be covering those because she needs to go. And, just trying to cover, I think a couple suggestions I was sent to look into some, I like true crime, so to speak. Not the gory parts of it, but, just dealing with missing persons or persons that, that people are looking for. And I got a couple suggestions sent my way. So, those are the things that I have already. And then, of course, reporting on, some cons and pyramid schemes. I have a whole playlist on Novatech, and I covered Letitia James, who filed a lawsuit against Novatech, and how irritating it is now with her facing this mortgage fraud thing, because it's like, so many people were just hoping that, her lawsuit, because it was well written, well done, and absolutely necessary, but you got this mortgage fraud thing hanging over her head. It just it muddies the waters a little bit. And there are a lot of people who have been scammed from Novatech that are, irritated. It's irritated. Yeah, the last thing they need is, now that the attention is being shifted from, catching the peons that perpetuated this scam to New York Attorney General facing mortgage fraud. Like, that's the last thing anyone wants to deal with. So
craziest sentence in the world.
Oh my God. So I covered that a little bit in my live stream yesterday, but I am going to be covering more as the hearings progress for Novatech with the lawsuit that the SEC has against them. I will be covering that because I've been covering them for almost going on 3 years.
Oh wow.
And people are finally going to be able to see some justice prevail with the SEC charges filed against them, hoping that it would have came from the New York Attorney General with her lawsuit, but
she got other things to worry about at the current moment. That's all right. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, friend.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure as always. I'm honored. I am.
You got it, girl. We'll catch you real soon.
All right. Y'all take care. Thank you.
Take care now, girl.
Okay.
And again, I want to say thank you so much to Lady Luck Club for popping through. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to Team Clean House. Congratulations. As I said before, tomorrow we'll get into our Diddy updates and such like that, and really talk about this trial, because there's some interesting stuff as it relates to the mindset of the attorneys that are going to be asking questions. So the plan, let me just tell you real quick. And I was texting my wife. She is in the kitchen talking to kids about something. Oh yeah, we cooking. All right. I'll probably start at 5:00 tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. I gotta take Chief Executive Second Born to go get her permit. So pray for the girll. We're gonna go get her permit tomorrow. and maybe have her drive me home. That'll be crazy. I might not make it. So, but we will be going through that. And I just think it'd be fun to talk about the different aspects. What is the mindset of the prosecutors as well as the defense as it relates to selecting jurors? It's kind of interesting. And of course, any news updates, we'll be discussing those as well. I'm looking forward to having a great week with y'all. So thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you so much for blessing the live stream. Everybody who jumped into the best live chat on the internet. Thank you so much for the very kind and very gracious super chats and super stickers. I really appreciate it. It means a lot that you guys find value in this channel. And I just want to say again, I really appreciate y'all. So on your way out, if you don't mind, tip your waiters. Let them know that you appreciate it. And how do you do that? How do I tip my waiter, Jason? Just flood the chat with green hearts on your way out the door. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. See you soon.